Saved him, our entire crew. It's match of the night. Second half of the Mid-American Conference doubleheader. A.G. Freeman jumping up. Hill's got it. First possession of the Falcons in orange. Marcus Hill. What a talent, coming off a 35-point game. Into the corner, Drano. Well, Sean Phillip. A transfer from Maryland Eastern Shore hits the long-range shot.
And he has not made a field goal the last 2 games. So if you're Phillip, you're like, oh, that feels good again.
Finally, Ali. Second stint as a Zip. That's quite a story. Went to Butler. Had a severe concussion, nasal surgery just after his time with Thad Matta started. Freeman, baseline. A miss. There's one rebound. Keep an eye on that, all the boards. Couple misses for Enrique. The former walk-on from Cleveland. Came to Akron on an academic scholarship. It's an incredible story. Got 53 double-doubles. That is 3rd active in the nation. 50 to shoot. Fans here at the Jar on their feet, awaiting the first Zip field goal of the first half. Trey Thomas, transfer from Vanderbilt. And one AG.
As of late, just growing with confidence. He had 19-11 in that win over Eastern Michigan.
Back iron miss. Freeman, there's 2 rebounds. 173 boards for Freeman this year. He's on pace to become the all-time leading rebounder in Akron history for the former tryout player. Johnson glides. Elbow to free throw line, way off the mark on that shot. Hill, downhill is when he's so dangerous. Dream start here for Todd Simon of the Falcons.
Yeah, and if you're an Akron fan, you don't want to be the first one to sit down because your knees are hurting you.
Spurgeon.
I'm not going to go as far as I like it, but it looks like he's got a pickleball match right after this game.
I mean, former college basketball player, he might have one set up. Indoors, I hope. It's like 20 degrees outside. It's cold here in Northeast Ohio. Johnson skips. Freeman is fouled.
And problem for Todd Simon and Bowling Green, they only play 7. So they got to be smart with their fouls throughout this game. And Akron, their strength is being physical on the inside. There's 2.
A.G. pleads his case, but there's no change in that. Chris Bieber, Andy O'Brien, Tim Stewart, on-court officiating crew here tonight.
And that's all Freeman. They're causing that contact. He's going right back at him again.
That's big. Johnson up top. Rattles out, still no field goal. Our crowd still standing up. Not anymore. Dawson free for 3. Senior, Huntington, West Virginia. He's led the team in scoring a couple times this year. Outside.
You want your star player to get a touch here, at least create for someone else or take this shot.
Hill from Southern Union State. That is in Alabama. Had the most points of anyone in JC last year. Quite a story. Thomas, 10 to shoot. Good experience in the SEC for Trey Thomas. Overcoming an injury.
17 free throws. Go make something happen here with the ball.
6 times, 26+ points. 3rd most in Division I this year. 351 teams. Impressive for Marcus Hill, the JUCO transfer, first year in Division I. And he has lightened things up. Here he is, top of the key, the lefty long shot. No roll this time. Spurgeon kept it alive. The 7-footer, stick back for 2.
I was not eavesdropping in on the conversation, okay? It's easy to know he's going to get the ball on Bowling Green, but nice soft touch for Spurgeon. Kept that ball alive with his hands, and then that's not an easy finish for a big guy.
Let's see, with A.G. out of the lineup, what they do with Enrique Freeman trying to get the ball even more. Dawson has only points for Akron with 3. Looks for a second triple. Everything but go down for Michael Dawson. Tribble can't track it down. P.J. Edwards does for Bowling Green. Thomas, Phillip, too strong. Track down, rebound, Freeman. And that's 3 boards for Enrique. 13.2 caroms a game to lead the nation for Enrique Freeman. Ali on a bounce to his teammate and buddy. And this there from Freeman. Point blank range, can't finish. Here come the Falcons. 2 30-point games for Hill this year. Bailout pass with the right hand, by the way, as you noted in the open. That's observant, Timmy. You're on your game early. Perimeter.
He's made 6 threes already this season, which is an improvement. But that motor and that nose for the ball, I've said this since day one. I've always believed he's a pro.
No question. Maybe not NBA long term, but definitely somewhere long term. Going to make a lot of money playing basketball. 4-time MAC Player of the Week already. He told us, by the way, after the shoot around, he gained 15 pounds in the offseason of muscle. So he's constantly working on the body and trying to make himself more pro ready. Not the star in the Mid-American Conference. Only one of the time for the inbound play, and that does not work.
It might be from Akron. That was a quick whistle there. Todd Simon didn't fight it.
A great job at Southern Utah, both in the Big Sky and the 1 year in the WAC when they transitioned and went to that league. Made the championship game in the WAC a year ago. First year in the league. Title game appearance, pretty impressive. Central Michigan grad, did not play college basketball. Pump fake there, Ali.
Over his time there, which is wild. And 20 years ago, he was a Pepperdine volunteer assistant. And I was asking about his time at Pepperdine.
He had shoulder-length hair.
I said, like Hulk Hogan, like Ric Flair? He goes, yes. I said, man, you've really conformed. You've gone corporate.
He and his wife both from Fowler, Michigan, small town near Lansing. So leaving Utah to come to the Midwest, a really good fit. He and his family. And bright days ahead for Bowling Green for sure. What a start, 8-game win streak, incredible. Long range shot. Hill gets going. First points of the game for the junior from Rockford, Illinois. And a former JUCO All-American. Caleb Thornton in the game. Up top. And Sammy Hunter launches and hits. First points for the Ole Miss transfer. Averages 10.2 a game. Has at least 1 3 now in 13 games this year. Now 14 games. Here's Hill, hangs, can't hit. Almost follows it in with a left.
10 points a game. Hunter had 20 against Northern Kentucky. I mean, they got size everywhere. Enrique Freeman's their shortest guy in their front line.
Freeman back in. Tough turnaround shot for Spurgeon. His second field goal, a 7-footer from down under. Todd Simon said he helped Spurgeon get into the portal when he took the Bowling Green job and said, look, I'll help you go to a higher level school, you know, power conference. Let's look around. Spurgeon said, I want to go where you're going, coach. Freeman up top thinking 3 ball. Can't click. Comes to Thornton, though, and a fresh 20 here on the clock for Akron.
Great job by Dawson there to keep that ball alive, the possession alive as well.
Freeman 0 for here. 0 for 4 from the field. Dawson, 3-point ace up top. Clunk on a miss. Trey Thomas, defensive glass for BG. Hesitation for 2. SEC level move. Trey Thomas off the glass and in.
Now, anybody who can score 52 points in a high school game like Trey Thomas did, you could certainly get buckets. Great change of speed.
That was a Tim Doyle hesitation move. I remember your playing days. I called your games. I remember. Scott up top. Way too strong. Hill tracks down the defensive rebound. Well, contact and a foul call. January's second and overtime win for Bowling Green at home. High scoring game. Todd Simon said we are going to score a lot of points. That's the goal. We want to win games in the 90s on a regular basis. That's our DNA. Thomas. Spurgeon to the basket. Freeman says no. The big block on the 7-footer. Rejection. Freeman runs the court on the end. The hammer dunk. The swat and the score, coast to coast for Freeman. First field goal of the game with authority. Hill other end. Got it. Smooth operator. Hunter. Interior pass, Freeman. Spurgeon all over, and it doesn't matter.
And their second best player got in foul trouble right away.
Sean Agee, 17:38 left first half, got his second, has not come back in the game since. Freeman fouled before the break, completes a three-point play. He's got 5 points, 3 boards in our first half here for the Akron Zips. Thomas from Toronto, Ontario. Out of playing time at Vandy in the SEC. Went into the portal, been a great fit. Case in point, nice drive, hanging hit. And a good roll for Thomas. Got some ballers here, first year guys. 10 new players. Tribble, first shot, first basket.
Well, Tribble has been quiet in this game, but yeah, we got some guys making some high-level shots, and that's what it takes in conference play, because scouting gets better, defense gets better, and you know, something that might work in non-conference, you don't get away with in conference because people have a book on it.
Spurgeon, baseline, turns it
So far to start, but an important foul there. Freeman goes to the bench.
2 fouls, Enrique Freeman, that's big. So Agee, PG star big, and now Freeman, the best player in the MAC, sitting. Thomas 10 to shoot. Spurgeon thinking 3, 7-footer. Ho-ho! Banks at home. 9:29 Eastern time. And in Akron, Ohio, as Pete Gillen would say, the banks are open. You got to get Pete credit on this. He's our guy. Tribble. Another end too strong.
I love it.
Why not? You got to own it. Tim, you got to own it. 17-3 for the 7-footer. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, couple blocks, and a steal against Eastern in the league opener for Bowling Green earlier this week. Ali trying to take over. Freeman out on a bounce. Hunter lost it. Regains. Foul. For Todd Simon, BG's first-year head coach, not to on another big man. Hunter's got one more free throw here for Hunter to lead Akron. Big man. Got some range, hits one free throw.
Hill really lets the game come to him. For someone who's had 6 games of 26 or more.
Thomas, deep 3. Got it. First triple Trey Thomas tonight.
He shot 40% as a freshman at Vandy from 3. And the shot here has been kind of up and down at Bowling Green.
Nice take to the basket. Jabari Johnson, a sophomore out of Chicago. And some playing time for John Gross. First field goal of the game for him. Only averaging 3.5 points a game. I'm with you. I like the patience of Hill. You don't feel like he's forcing it at all. Thomas is red hot here. Back-to-back jacks from deep. Trey Thomas. Keep in mind, before he pulled a muscle next to his Achilles early in the year, blocked away on the take there by Jabari Johnson. Thomas was one of the go-to guys, but sat for 8 games. The muscle is healed up, and he is balling here tonight. Todd Simon told us preseason scrimmages he was the leading scorer. It wasn't Marcus Hill. Falcons have made 5 straight from the field. 4 to shoot. Here's Hill. Whoa.
That help, especially with AG on the bench.
Thomas, 33 games at Vandy last year, 17 starts in the SEC. A big game experience for him. Hunter up top, can't click from 3, looking for a second triple. And Marcus Hill tracks down the rebound. Here's Hill through traffic. And 1. For the opponents, Timmy. 21 boards in first significant action of his career for Enrique Freeman. And As Coach Gross said to us today, the rest is history. It's an amazing story.
He had 20 points, 20 rebounds in a game this year against Gardner-Webb. But yes, he just has an amazing knack for the ball. It's unfortunate he picked up 2 fouls while he's on the. Now you got to get him the ball because you go right at Freeman. You put him in a tough spot. Those are the things that if you're a high basketball IQ player, you recognize.
5 points, 3 boards so far for Freeman.
There it is.
Spurgeon right at the big guy. Off the glass and in. Nice move with the right there for Spurgeon. Last 2 years, Southern Utah in the Big Sky and the WAC. 72 starts, 47 wins. Spurgeon leading the way from inside. Nice hang and hit for Tribble. Second field goal for the Zip guard.
That's just elite level coaching from Todd Simon. He sees Freeman in, he goes, okay, perfect. We're going to go right at him. Even if you miss the shot, I just love the aggressiveness. Look, they're going to go right back at him again.
Why not? Thomas red hot here. Hangs has another one.
And both baskets they were targeting Freeman, once on a post-up, once on a pick and roll.
5 for 5 for Thomas. Hit both threes and 3 rebounds. He has been incredible. First half, Scott up top tries to answer for Akron does. Jamal Scott. Timeout after the made shot.
For halftime.
Humphrey was bumped hard. The senior transferred from Garden City JC. This is the free throw. 12 points. Also at Holy Cross in the Patriot League. So third stop for him.
Monitor this. This goes to 16 or 17. You may see him back in there. But if you're Akron right now, single digits is what you're aiming for. They go zone, little 1-3-1 from the Zips.
Here's Hill on Hunter. Kicks it out into the corner. Deep three-way short. Rashawn Phillip looking for his first points of the game. He transferred from Maryland Eastern Shore for Bowling Green. Tribble hesitation. Hunter thinking 3. Got it. 2 triples, Sammy Hunter tonight. Much needed for the home team. Keep in mind that AG partner's not played since leading with a second foul. 17:38 to go first half. The leading rebounder and third leading scorer for Bowling Green. They've done all this without their star big man. Great first half so far for the visitors. Hill for Humphrey. Nice pump fake. Drives the paint, hangs. Way too strong. Hunter defensive glass for Akron.
This is an important momentum bucket here.
Dribble through traffic is foul. Humphrey picks up the foul. Ali over Spurgeon for 2. First field goal. Second stint Akron we talked about. 1 year at Butler of the Big East. He was a 0-star recruit. No one wanted him. Amazing story. All MAC. And went up a level to the Big East Conference. Didn't work out there. Came back. John Gross asked the players on the team, do you want to see Ali back? They all said unanimously yes. Great teammate, great guy. Great shot, Hill. That was sweet for Marcus Hill. Ten new players, BG roster, amazing. Ali is bumped. Back iron, Phillip the foul.
Because that's what wins down the stretch. You got to have guys that can make individual plays. And, you know, Hill was a big-time scorer. He scored the most points to him earlier today. Who his favorite player is in the NBA. You remember who he said?
Kyrie.
Yeah, that was some Kyrie.
Did you think that the scoring from JUCO would transfer so quickly to D1? He said, no, I thought it might take me a full year to get adjusted. Instead, 35 in his first ever MAC game in the win over Eastern earlier this week. So I guess it's translating quite well, thank you.
It took him about a full month.
He likes posting up and play all 5 positions. Here he is, had this one stripped. Scott the takeaway. The run out off the glass for 2. Five for Shabazz Scott, first half for Akron. And you can feel the intensity ratcheting up here as the Zips realize the threat is real for the visitors.
Yeah, but if you're John Gross, you're within striking range with your best player on the bench.
Freeman sits, 2 fouls. Thomas unstoppable. 5 to shoot for Spurgeon, threw it away. Hill went one way, Spurgeon.
A lot of others have stepped up with AG and foul trouble, but you can feel the momentum starting to swing towards Akron here. This is an important stop for Bowling Green and an important basket on the flip side for Akron.
In the offseason, they had 13 visits for recruiting in 30 days. He and his fellow coaches holed up in a Airbnb and tried to, as I like to say, Timmy, that is a roster renovation.
Yeah, but getting Spurgeon from Southern Utah is such a great anchor because now you get a big, you have someone that knows the system, excellent passer, and it's always nice to build around a 7-footer.
Dawson up top, splashes a 3. Second 3-ball for the senior from West Virginia. Lead is 4. Akron alive and well here. Hill loves the post up and finish with a right. Ambidextrous. Marcus Hill, that was sweet. Thornton other end. Hunter grabs that, but way too strong on the jump hook. On a rebound for Edwards. Hesitation. Then the speed. Then the right again. Ball all the way off the glass. That was something.
I said it in the pregame. If loving Marcus Hill is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Game high 13 now for Hill. That was something else. Lead balloons back to 8. Changing speeds. That's impressive. He went from first to third to second to fourth to finish. Nice. Ollie baseline. You bet.
It just looks so natural back in that Akron uniform. Averaging 17 points a game. He started at Akron, transferred to Butler, and now he is back at Akron and back to his old self.
Hill other end, feeling it. Whoa, maybe not that.
He shot the last one from Manny's across the street, and that just caught nothing but air.
Not that you've been to Manny's or anything.
I think I had to leave a pair of sneakers at Manny's because they were stuck to the floor.
Hunter over Spurgeon, front iron miss. Contact down low, and Dawson picks up. He didn't like it one bit.
He's getting away from the overly physical style of play. It's not football.
Right.
It's.
So along with Marcus Hill, both were top 20 last year in junior college nationally in scoring. 2 big gets for Todd Simon from the JUCO ranks. Hill obviously has been an incredible story. Under a minute left. Eventful first half tonight. Johnson needs help. Back iron miss. Sammy Hunter tracked down rebound. Fresh 20 for the home team. Thornton kick out. Tribble. One more Hunter. 3-ball off the mark again. And a bump foul call.
You do not.
Career best 6 rebounds in the MAC opening win over Eastern Michigan in overtime for Bowling Green. Missed the front end though. And Johnson tracks down the rebound.
It's a big miss.
Former MVP of the MAC.
The strength now with the team is not with guys off ball screens. It's more of getting the ball inside. So I'd get the ball Ali here.
See the difference? Shot clock, game clock. Bottom right of your screen. About 3 seconds. So 10 now to shoot. Thornton, watched by Hill. Tribble, fires to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Final 10 seconds and a half. Here's Johnson for 2. First field goal made Johnson. Hill will launch from midcourt, way off, and that's our opening. This guy's become an incredible story. What a force. John Gross, I'm sure the entire Akron fan base holding its breath after last season. Please don't transfer. Don't go in the portal. And he stayed and having a huge year. Now needs a huge half for a Zip comeback.
They get him a touch right away. I like that.
Kick out, Tribble. thinking three. Got it.
I mean, you cannot have a better first possession than that. And now if you're Todd Simon, we just shot 63% in the first half, and now we're only up 2.
Here's Hill. Over Freeman. Gets a roll. Nice. That's 15 now for Hill. Freeman right back to Spurgeon with the 2 fouls. Physical, but no finish. And AG, as promised, returns. Out almost the entire first half with 2 fouls. Lost it, but was fouled.
Well, and it looks like he needs to get warmed up a little bit. He sat for almost an hour of actual time, not just game time. But Spurgeon, I think you let him guard him one-on-one. Remember, that helped, and it was just like too easy of offense for Akron.
Here's AG. One of the top rebounders in the MAC as well. Hill again, 3 on the way, short this time. Battle, scrap, rebound. And it comes away to Nate Johnson. Ali. Baseline, short. Phillip defensive glass, Hill's on the move. No one home, but Thomas found the loose change. Spurgeon for 3, delivers in front of teammates on the Falcon bench.
Well, that was a lucky basket there for Bowling Green, an important basket. Nothing was really going. Hill threw it the other way, and Spurgeon has 7 foot. And too many guys can do that across the landscape of college basketball. Bench is pumped.
2 threes for Spurgeon. He's got 12 in the game. Had that bank earlier. Foul moment on Thomas. Here's Freeman. Toles wants to expand that range. Front iron miss. Rebound for AG.
He's 0 for 2 so far in this game for 3. He has made 6 on the year.
Hill needs help. Bailout, Phillip. On a bounce, AG. Hill spin. Blocked. Second swat for Freeman tonight. Ali. Ball about elevating and hammering. Johnson instead. Corner 3, but it rattles out. I thought Ali was going to soar and stuff.
And Hill likes this matchup.
But he travels. Now, Hill told us after the shoot around today, I stayed in the gym. The extra hours gave me the confidence I needed once we got into scrimmages and then non-conference play. And clearly it's carried all the way over to MAC play. Confident tonight. Freeman, reverse layup. Spurgeon got in the way. Tribble tracked it down on the paint. Hunter for 3. Battles out.
But no true box out. Got to find the body on those missed shots.
Freeman some room. Contacts. Big call. Offensive foul. It's his 3rd.
Yeah, Spurgeon has given Freeman a lot of difficulty. And now, you know, the new rules are favoring blocks more than charges. But you see that left arm kind of extend. That is something that the referee is, you know, looking at. And now Freeman's got to go to the bench for 3.
5 points, 4 rebounds for the nation's leading rebounder. 13.2 a game. Might not get there tonight. Thomas had a great first half. Almost tipped in by AG. Hill kept it alive for a moment. First miss of the game for Trey Thomas, having 5 for 5, including both 3s in the game tonight. Tribble is held on the way to the basket by Hill. Can do, but tearing his teammates now. Entering play tonight, had 7 straight double-doubles, 11 on the season. In the first 13 games for the Zips this year. $15 on the timer here for the Zips. Scott, the junior from Cleveland, Wichita State transfer. Here's Scott, deep three. A lot of those tonight, Timmy, have gone around and out on the zips from deep. Near steal, Akron. Getting back defensively. Thomas corner. Can't click from deep. AG, offensive rebound. Stick back for two.
Well, AG, you've seen his physicality. He's kind of woken up here in the last few possessions. Got an offensive rebound before, and then a big offensive rebound and putback.
Tribble other end, floats and hits. That was pretty. 9 points for Tribble on 4 of 5 shooting tonight. Helping make up for the gap created by the lack of Freeman's offensive production. Although Freeman's going to check in after our media break here. Deep three rattles out. AG kept it alive as fouled.
And what a difficult place to play. And he has all of these transfers and he's blending it. And his thought process is very new age. Thinks is really modern. And it was awesome to kind of pick his brain because there's kind of an old wisdom of how you do college basketball, and he's kind of thinking outside the box.
Not a coach's son, didn't grow up around the game. So the non-traditional approach certainly worked at Southern Utah in both the Big Sky and the WAC. And the program's 1 year in that league. And clearly effective in his early days at BG. Here's Freeman, back in the game, back on the board.
I would just keep going right back to that, especially with Spurgeon on the bench. Keep exploring that matchup.
7 points, 4 boards for Freeman tonight. Quiet by his standards. Out of bounds, AG gathers and scores. And one for Bowling Green.
8 to 10 possessions in a positive way for Bowling Green.
4th in the MAC in rebounding, 8.3 boards per outing. Cannot complete the three-point play. Kept alive briefly by Edwards there. That's back to Akron. 7 double-figure games this year for AG, 24 for his career. One of the 2 returns from Michael Huger's team from last year. 10 on the timer. Dawson, three-point threat. They'll feed Freeman. Baseline foul. And AG's got 3. 9 times this year, at least 13 rebounds in a game. The first 14 played by Akron, not so much tonight. Sunday morning, 80. My Vikings struggling down the stretch with their 4th quarterback of the year, Nick Mullins. Been tough for the Bucks.
I'm a Bears guy. There's optimism in Chicago, but my pick to win it all this year is going to be Lamar Jackson.
Oh, no doubt the Ravens have got to be the pick right now. The way they're playing, he is balling part. Unstoppable. Just ask Miami how that went. Here's Hill. Too strong. Tribble, track down rebound, and a 6-point game.
Freeman wants the ball. I see he's calling for it. And he's fighting for it over here.
On a bounce from Ali, but
3 seconds.
3-second call,
wow,
which you rarely see at this level.
Hey, he was camping out there. I did notice it. I tried to circle it on the screen there.
Turnover number is very low. Look at that, 9 combined. There's 4 for the home team. Thomas lit it up first half, quiet half number 2 here. His team up by half a dozen. Here's Thomas right on cue. Challenges Freeman into the corner. Long 3, everything but go down. Somehow Edwards' triple did not drop.
I'd go right back down to Freeman.
Up past the catch. Dawson for 3. Big 3-ball. And a 3-point game. Clear out for Hill. Double team. Kick out Edwards. Needs a hand. Humphrey with 6 to shoot. Over Dawson. Tough 3 contested. Foul. How many times were you on TV today streaming? Like 10?
Somebody asked me, they go, are you really in your mom's basement? I said, I have 3 kids. No, I'm not.
Tribble floats. Hits again. What a weapon Greg Tribble's been tonight. 5 of 6 from the field and 11 points. He's the only Zip in double figures, and he's a big reason. It's a one-point game. He's been awesome. Old Freeman, no problem. Spurgeon, really quiet second half. Way off on that jump hook. With the left to the baseline. Drew, no iron. On about Dawson. Rotates and picks. Thornton lobs. Taken away, though, by Edwards. Trying for the home run for Johnson. Hill at the right is tripped.
Hardest call in the game. Some would say right player control at that point. Maybe a little bit out of control.
Dribbled second. Pick Johnson. Numbers for the Zips. Ollie on a bounce. Lees. Freeman. Slam. And Akron has its first lead of the game.
Right now, right, you got to stop the bleeding. I think it's pretty simple. It's either 0 or it's 1. Those are the two guys I would be looking at.
Thomas was making major noise first half, silent second half for Bowling Green. Here's Hill, absorbs the contact and will shoot some free throws for the foul.
And he had all those plays. Did you see his sheet there? He had a call sheet of at least a dozen plays.
Just for Marcus Hill, I thought that was pretty.
Lead, get the ball to your star player, he gets the free throw line.
10 straight double-figure games. Hill misses the second free throw. Third team JUCO All-American last year. He's all scored 16 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Thus far, a lot of hoops remaining for Akron tonight.
It's the first possession we have seen from Bowling Green in zone.
Thornton up top, launches and hits a three.
That might be the last possession we see of Akron in zone.
Todd Simon said because of injuries and foul trouble. They've got 4 players out with season-ending injuries, by the way. Spurgeon right side. 3 rattles out. Foul on the rebound against Akron, it appeared. Misses. Empty possession, foul.
He missed the front end, which is really 2. And then he missed one last time, so he left 3 points on the board.
Shoots 79%. That's odd. Tribble pump fake. 2 more. Greg Tribble. Have himself a night. He's got 13 points. Leads all Akron scorers. Career best is 19. That came against Southern back in 2021. Halfway home. Second half. Thomas. Still left to do in second half for Trey Thomas. Akron's got it back. Up by 5. The script has been flipped here tonight. Zips enjoying their largest advantage of the evening. Ali spins and hits. Welcome back to Akron. Couldn't play in the first 8 games of the year because of a clearinghouse NCAA issue. Took a long time to get that all done with the paperwork. 6th game back for Ali. It's going to make a big difference now that we're in MAC play. Contact baseline foul.
27%, only 4 of 15 for Todd Simon's crew. And if Akron makes a 3 here, they're going to be down 10, partner.
Tribble's been hitting 2s tonight. Back in on Thomas again, trying to lead for Freeman, turned it over.
And 12 first half points, and so far he's been shut out here in the second half. He's got the rock right now.
Missed all 4 of the second half field goal attempts. So 180, unfortunately, for him. In half number 2. All comes out of this guy. Here's Hill. Baseline kick out. Tough pass, tough shot. Deep miss from Phillip. Tracked down for Thornton.
You see Akron's defense. They've only given up 11 points here in the second half.
Wow. Brick wall, Freeman. Wow. Double team, lots of contact. Pedestrian by Freeman standards, those stats tonight. Back iron miss. First free throws on 6 of 7 shooting for Greg Tribble. That was a better stroke there.
Now, the thing about Rodman is he had a great nickname, the Worm. So we got to get one for Freeman.
Let's ask around.
It's almost like the octopus or something.
Something like
long
that.
Arms.
Rolling around. Spurgeon back in on Freeman. Can't finish. Stout defense by the 6'7" Enrique Freeman on the 7-footer and Jason Spurgeon.
And that's what rebounding is, putting yourself in great angles, reading that basketball.
Front miss from Ali, but it comes out to Scott. And a fresh 20 here. Good bounce. Thornton. Ball movement. Scott floats for 2. Two 15-point games this year for Shamar Scott. Huge field goal. Double-figure lead. This game is completely turned around. How does BG stop the bleeding here, Timmy?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You got to make a shot. I mean, they're 4 of 17. Only 4 field goals here in the second half.
Been the Freeman show of late. Back in Spurgeon. Pump fake. Lean in. Another foul. Right back to 122. Got 18 double-doubles that year. 19 of them last year.
He's got 3 more rebounds for another double-double.
Who get it?
I think it's a lock.
Hits 2. Lead balloons to a dozen. Hard to imagine Bowling Green was in control of the first half here. Wow. Look at the stats Tim has talked about. Disastrous from the field. Thomas trying to change that, and that is wide left by a huge margin. Not close to the basket. Edwards good.
Really well. He was driving. He was hitting threes. Now, no one has been able to make some shots. They missed some key.
A nice little run at the end of the first half for Akron made it a lot closer. 5-point game. Edwards hit the first and gets the roll twice.
That was kind of what we were talking about at halftime, right? If you were John Gross, you were like, well, Bowling Green shot over 60%. We're only down 5.
That's pretty good. Dominant team at home. Looking for 23 of the last 24 wins in this building. Ali. Thornton. Thought about a one more behind the back pass to Freeman. But it was broken up first. That would have brought the house down.
It hit Spurgeon's foot.
Three, another miss. That one from Humphrey from deep.
I mean, being at the games, you could just tell how deflated Bowling Green is. I mean, they don't have much. It's only 10, and it feels like it's 30, doesn't it?
He's going to come back in. Really no choice at this point. Crisp ball movement. Repost Freeman. Whoa. Came down on the foot of Spurgeon there. No injury, though, it looks like, for the Zips big guy. Spurgeon, too strong. Tries again and scores. Back to single digits for the Falcons. Nearly a slam follow. Freeman again. Spurgeon's got 4.
Gassed.
Freeman hits the first one more on the way here. Only 2 games this year, Timmy, entering play tonight. See his stats so far. Non-double-doubles. 13 and 9 against Southern Miss in November. 11 points, 3 rebounds against Drake. That was his low for the year, 3 boards. Otherwise, every other game a double-double. Out for now with about 5 to go.
Yeah. Looking at his shot, he's got nice rotation. I think he's got a nice follow through, shoots the ball nice and high. As far as, as it improves as he gets older, you got to reach in here. Hill's going to get back to be in 3 years if you stay
Great points. I mean, the trajectory, talk about the numbers, the stats are remarkable. One more for Hill here. Portal and NIL stuff. And there's been financial stuff that comes through NIL. And he said, I'm so loyal to this coaching staff because they plucked me out of a tryout. And he felt his game would progress even further this year with one more season in Akron, as opposed to going up to a Big East, the Big Ten. Yeah, tempting, right? ACC.
Well, that's just the reality of the new world Freeman did, but I think in years to come, it's going to be incredibly rare.
Right. One more free throw for Ali. Opponent, nasal surgery. He told us today he sat in his dorm room apartment for 58 straight days while he was hurt at Butler. He said, like, it was the worst time of my life. He couldn't move around because of the surgery, had to stay immobile, heel. Hard year for him. Wanted to come back to his Zip teammates. Quite a story. Here's Agee and one. Only regular season game. 12-team MAC, no divisions last several years.
This would be an interesting conference tournament.
It sure would.
Yeah.
8 teams make the MAC tourney right in Cleveland. So the semifinals for CBS Sports Network in March.
Akron's just so good at home. They win this game. That's 23 of the last 24 at the Jar.
Tough to beat here. 7-point game. Under 4 media timeout forthcoming. Freeman. Spurgeon trying. Kick out. Tribble. 3. Got another one. What a night for Greg Tribble. Second 3. 16 points. Hill block, Tribble, a piece. And look back to the bench, and he picks up a tee for doing it. He said something to the BG bench on the way by. Greg Tribble had the 3 and then the block, but on the way
heralded like Rodman has left his mark here at Akron.
3-time NAI All-American Dennis Rodman. So the tee that's really bad news for Akron. Thomas, though, misses the free throw. It's been a nightmare second half for him. Finally, his first second half point. Wow. Losing Tribble could really be damaging with 3.5 to go here for the Zips. He's had a night, 16.7 of 8 shooting. He and Freeman lead the way, 16 each for Akron. Here's Freeman. Spin, contact, and one. For the Zips, 18 points, 13 boards a game for Freeman entering play tonight. Has the free throw. Reach, foul, it looks like. 5 second half points for Hill. He has been chilly after a great first half of 13. Second ever MAC game for him. Misses the second. Freeman on the rebound, make it 11.
Freeman's got 14 and 8, Dave, excuse me, in the second half.
Wow.
14 points, 8 rebounds.
That'll do it. That'll do it, Timmy. Call for it again. Run the play for him one more time. Double team. Help Thomas strip. Steal. The collapsing defense paid off for the Falcons. Steal again. Shamar Scott. Here's Freeman. Pop it away. Hammer time.
You look at the end of the day, and he's got 20 and 10. And to be exact, 22 points and 11 rebounds.
So another huge game for a senior from Cleveland. There's a steal for Freeman. Add to the stat total. And it appears BG's 8-game win streak is going to come to a screeching halt here tonight.
This is a tale of two halves, as they say. But you had to think if Bowling Green shot 60% in that first half, only up 5 at halftime, got to have a little bit more of a cushion there.
Caleb Thornton, strong take. Hangs. Can't hit, but he's fouled. 14 games for Freeman. Incredible. One more free throw here for Caleb Thornton. He's had one double-figure scoring game this year against a non-Division I opponent. 11 points for Caleb, his season best. And 2 to go now in regulation. Hill. Spurgeon staggers. I mean, that impresses me as a pro scout, the determination, and just the fact that he has not given up tonight. Another steal. Scott, the beneficiary. Largest lead. Said that a few times for Akron in the second half. Kick out, Scott. 3. The cherry on top, exclamation point. Phillip Hangs can't hit. Scott tracked down, baseline, can't save it. Into the hands of Phillip for 2. So a milestone for John Gross tonight. Hill the overplay and get some specifics. But yes, I think it's all one. It's the best look with a one piece.
I think the sleeves are separate. He's going to go to the indoor simulator and get in the pickleball match a little bit later tonight.
23-11 for Freeman. Here's Hill. Looking for some late game heroics. AG strong rebound. His foul on the way down.
I believe they're called Zumbas, but he's in great shape. Don't want to put his age out there, but he's north of 50.
Ollie had missed 8 games, and other guys had taken up the gap in playing time. I think the rhythm's there. I mean, if you look at half number 2 tonight, anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, they clearly were not at their best, but they did just enough to stay close. He did a great job of kind of monitoring Freeman in and out. Remember, he was in foul trouble. He put him back in the game, and then he took him out. You know, you don't win 300-plus games by accident. I give him a hard time because I've known him for so long, John Gross, but he's done an amazing job here, and he's got the preseason favorite in the MAC. Refs don't want to call a foul now. I don't blame them.
Free to shoot, Johnson, end of the game. For miss, final buzzer. It's in the books for those